Greg Parker here, Parker's Property Sourcing, just coming at you with another video today. Today's video is going to be about interest rates might be dropping sooner than expected. And this could completely shift the property market. At the moment, we're seeing really strong signs that the UK is moving towards lower borrowing costs again. Inflation's falling and lenders are adjusting. So that's great news for property investors. If you're in property, this is the time to prepare, because once rates fall, the market will start moving pretty quickly. And in this video, we're just going to break down exactly what's happening and what it means for you, for us as investors. So where are we now? Well, the Bank of England rate currently sits at about 4%, which is down from the crazy highs that it was at in 2023. Inflation has dropped quite sharply, now at about 3.8%. And that's a big improvement, and one of the main reasons why we believe that rates cuts will come sooner than we imagined. We're not currently at the 2% target yet, but we're trending in the right direction. And that's what the market really cares about. So the key point I would say is we've shifted from fighting inflation to managing growth, which is when, interest rates cuts usually follow. Here's a little gem. Here's a little gem for you. Mortgage rates don't just follow the Bank of England. They follow something called the SONIA swap rates. Which basically it shows where the market thinks interest rates are headed. So when swap rates fall, lenders' costs usually fall. And that's why we've already seen fixed rate mortgages drop recently, even before the official cuts have happened. So if you want to know where mortgage deals are going, don't listen to the news, don't listen to the naysayers. Watch SONIA swaps, not the headlines, honestly. And investors who understand this always move faster than the market, because they're predicting before it actually happens, because they're in the loop with the SONIA swap. Okay? And here's some proof. The Bank of England confirmed SONIA as the key rate benchmark. It drives fixed rate pricing. So the ONS data shows CPI inflation around 3.8%, which is well below what it was last year's highs. And the lenders, I would say many of the lenders have already cut rates because swap costs have dropped. That's not theory, that's just the market reacting in real time, basically. Everything points to one conclusion, in my opinion, and that is cheaper finance is coming sooner than most expect, which for me is great news as an investor. It's great news for you guys as investors. We just got to be making sure that we're keeping in the loop and we're keeping, in touch with our mortgage brokers, who definitely would know about most of the stuff I'm talking about in this video, but we've got to make sure that we keep ourselves in the loop. So here's what happens when rates fall. A couple of things happen pretty fast, So affordability improves, which means more buyers can enter the market. And then the second one is demand pushes prices up. It really does. The prices just start going up because more people can enter the market. It happened naturally, that just happens. Refinancing, as an investor, refinancing does become cheaper, and it will definitely improve investor cash flow and returns. Because what a lot of investors will do if once the rates drop is they'll refinance, get their mortgage deals on a better rate, which is smart thing to do. Better cash flow on a monthly basis, basically. So the sweet spot for investors, I would say, is right now before the rates start dropping, because loads of more people will be entering the market. and the property prices are going to start creeping up. So once the cut hit the news, the windows close basically. So the time to position yourself in property and looking to buy is now, as I always talk about, before a change happens. So let's make a plan. Here's your next 6 months in a few steps. Yeah. Get mortgage ready. Sort your paperwork, your credit, so you can move as quickly as possible. Yeah. Next step would be to find motivated sellers while the market is still quiet. Third, the next step I'd say is keep an eye on swap rate dips. Yeah, Sonia. That's your chance to secure better financing options before the surge happens. The investors who prepare now will dominate when the competition returns. Really pay attention to this, because once the shift happens, it's gone. Wouldn't it be fair if I don't talk about some risks? There's always risks, yeah? So if wage growth stays high or inflation stalls, the cuts could slow down. Energy price spikes or global instability could also push inflation back up. The Bank of England will move carefully. They'd rather wait than risk inflation returning. Yeah? So stay flexible, keep your reserves strong. When I mean reserves, your money, and plan for the multiple outcomes. Smart investors always do that, and I would be wrong if I didn't talk about some risks. That wouldn't be right with me. But the risk is small, the rewards are massive. So here's the summary to this video today. Rates are trending down. Inflation's under control, and lenders are already adjusting. We have to make sure that we keep an eye on the lenders and what they're doing. I've given you a nice gem today on SONIA swap. Go and Google it. Stay informed with it, because as I've said in this video, once you keep on track with that, you can then anticipate what the market's going to do just from watching this video. History shows that once the first cut lands, the best buying opportunities just disappear. So we got to make sure that we stay on the ball, we stay informed, watching these videos, subscribing to this channel and other property channels, and just keeping yourself in the loop really is going to help you position yourself in the best way possible to be buying, and to be buying at good rates, in good areas, good return on investments. But we've got to keep ourselves educated and keep ourselves informed. I would say don't wait for any confirmation of anything. Don't listen to the news and all of that stuff. Get yourself ready now. Get yourself ready now. It just makes so much sense. We've got to make sure we stay ahead of the game, and we have to try and act before everybody else does. And that's how we stay ahead of the game. Really hope you've enjoyed this video. I've been Craig Parker. Till next time.